Hello, Professor. Hope you're doing good. Now, I do got the right exercise. So, the exercise that we're going to be talking about is E6.1, and it says write a program that initializes an array with 10 random integers and then prints 4 lines of output containing every element at an even index, every even element, all elements in the reversed order, and then only the first and last elements. Sorry. So that's what we need to do. So I'm just gonna go to VS Code. Alright. So, first, right? First, we need to create an array. So I'm just gonna write int, the name of the array, numbers, new int, and then inside we're gonna write the length of the array. In this case, it'll be 10. Now we need to create a variable that can store the random numbers, or that can generate the random numbers. So for that, I need to import Java util random, and I'm gonna write random. I'm gonna call the variable rand, and then equals new random. Okay, so we already got our array with our length, which is 10, and then we got our variable that will store the random numbers generated. Alright, so we need to every element at an even index. Alright, that will be the first thing, but for now, first I need to generate the random numbers and then add them to the array. So for that, I'm gonna do a for loop. So I'm gonna write for integer I equals 0. We're gonna start from 0. I is less than numbers length I plus plus. Okay, so we're gonna start from 0. As long as I is less than the length of the array, then I can go up by 1. So after this, we're gonna write numbers, the name of the array. So for every index in the array or position, equals rand next int. And I'm gonna generate numbers from 0 to 100 to make it more obvious about the numbers that we're generating. Okay, I'm gonna write a comment. This is random number generator. Okay, from 0 to 99. Okay, 0 to 99, 100. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so now I need to now we'd like to see how the array originally looks before we do any of these steps. So I'm just gonna do that. So it will be a for loop for num and numbers. Oh, I forgot to int. Okay, so for every number in numbers, system out print num plus a spacer. Okay, I'm gonna write really quick a message that says what is this. I'm gonna call it original array. Okay. Alright, so we got the original array. I'm gonna print it. Then we're gonna see what's happening. Alright, so we got our original array, and then we have all the numbers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 elements in the array, which is what we wanted. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the comment original, or like a for loop with original or array order. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna do the first thing, which is print every element at an even index. Okay. So for that, we're gonna write the message first. Print element at even index. Alright, so we're gonna start with another for loop. For and I equals 0. We're gonna start from the index 0. I, as long as I is less than numbers length, then we're gonna go I plus equals 2. Alright, so why are we doing this? So as we know, how an like index order is, it goes like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes like that, but that's not what we want to print. We want to print the ones that are like the ones that are even. So we're gonna print 0, we're gonna print 2, then 4, and then 6, and 8, and etc. etc. So that's what we want to do. Now we're gonna write system out print. I'm gonna write numbers plus a spacer. Okay, I'm gonna write the message really quick. Comment for loop that prints every element in, well, at an even index. Okay. I'm gonna make a spacer. Well, I'm gonna do a print method with including an X line, so it doesn't look cramped like all together. We can, have a space. Okay, so we have this one all set. So now we need to print every even element. Alright, so for that we need to do another for loop, and we're gonna do this. Numbers and numbers. Okay, so for every number in numbers, and now we need to make a condition because we are trying to print every even element in the array. So for that we need to do this. We need to do an if statement. So if num, we're gonna do remainder. The remainder of num divided by 2 equals 0. Then we are gonna print num plus spacer. Dot. Okay. I'm gonna add this really quick and I'm gonna explain. Alright, so we're gonna do a for loop that says for every num in numbers, if the remainder of num divided by 2 equals 0, then we're gonna print the number or num. So yeah, if we have 8 divided by 2, then it's gonna equal 4, and there is no remainder, so it'll print the number, and that's what we want to see. I'm gonna do this that I forgot. Print even elements. Okay, and the message for loop that prints even elements in the array. Okay. Alright, so we are here. Now we're gonna do the third one, which is print all elements in reverse order. Okay, so for that I'm gonna write the message elements in reverse order. Okay, so again we need to do a for loop. We're gonna start from the last index on our array, which is 9. So we have a length of 10, but we are going to the index number 9, which is the last element. Then the condition is gonna be as long as I is greater or equal than 0, then I minus minus. Okay. So why are we starting on the last index? So we're starting from the last index because we are trying to print the whole array in reverse order. So normally we will start from the last index. Then the condition is as long as I is greater or equal than 0, then I can go down by 1. So yeah, I mean, we don't want to go less than 0 because that would just give us an error, and also we just have a length of 10 elements in our array. I'm still a little confused with arrays, but maybe the first explanation was better than the second one, but yeah. So as long as I is greater or equal than 0, then I can go down. So now we're gonna go system out print. Then we're gonna write numbers I plus a spacer. Okay, so this should print the array in reverse order. I'm gonna make a spacer. The comment for loop that prints array in reverse order. Okay. Now we're gonna go with the last thing, which is print only the first and last element. Okay. So there are two ways that we could do this, and we could do it before we do the reverse order or after. But because there's no specifications or instructions that just tell me like where to do it, I'll just do it after the reverse order. So I'm just gonna go system out print first and last element. Okay. So for that we don't need any for loop. We can just print it. So system out print. We're gonna write. New line. We're gonna write numbers at index 0, then plus a spacer. A spacer, yeah. And now we need to write the last one. So how can we do this? We can, if we know like how index works, like for example, on this one we know that the length is 10. So we can just write 9. We can just write 9 as the last index. But let's just say that we have a number that we don't know. We can just write numbers length minus 1. So if we do this, it's the same as if we put 9. So that's just another way, but which I think this one is better. I'm just gonna do it like this, but it's the same thing. So we got this. Now I'm just gonna make a comment. Print method that shows the first and last element uh, in a in the reverse. Oh, in the array. I'm gonna include the reverse order in a reverse order that shows the first and last element of the array. Okay, of the array in a reverse order. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And now I'm gonna print this. I'm gonna add it there, and that should be it. Those are all the instructions from the problem. So now I'm just gonna run it and see if everything is working. Let's just wait. Okay, so here we can see this. Okay, it doesn't matter what, we can see it. So we can see that we have this array. We start from 8, we finish with 18, then element at even index. So we start from 8, which is index 0, then 10 is index 2, 13 is index 4, 10 is index 6, and 97 is index 8. So we are good, we know that that is working. Now even elements. So if we do the division, we know that if the 8 divided by 2 is 4, there is no remainder, so this one is an even element. This one equals 7, so it's also an even. 5, this one is 31, this one is 5, this one is 9. So these ones are even elements. This one, for example, which is not part of the even elements, if we do the division, that is like, what, 6.5? Yeah, 6.5. And there is a remainder, there is the 0.5. So that's why it's not part of the even elements, so we can say that this for loop is working. Then we're gonna print the elements in the array in a reverse order. So we can say that we start with 18, and 18 is the last element in the original array, so we know that it's working. And the last one is 8, and the first one is 8 on the original. So yes, it's working. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay, I thought that this would be different, but no. I thought at first, I'll be honest with you, I thought that it would print this as the first element, and this as the this as the first element, this as the last element, as we can see here in the reverse. But no, it didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna elements and the array. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not sure why it didn't do it like I thought, but I'll be checking that after. But still, we can say that that is working properly. It's printing the first element and the last element from the array, and we can see which ones they are. So yeah, that'll be it. It was a quick one. It was pretty easy if you know how to use for loops. I think it's a good one. So yeah, that'll be it. And yeah, have a good day.